welcome to the Move Forward in Love podcast. I'm your host, Samantha, and I'm here and we're going to discuss relationship coaching in regards to blessings and what you really should know about it. So, if you don't know, loss of self is when you feel lost, stuck, broken, unloved, or without your light after a negative event, life transition, or PTSD experience. So many of us, I feel, had this, and it can actually lead to feelings of isolation or taking on an addiction. Maybe you even just feel as if you're the only one who understands and nobody can help you. I know I did. I know for myself, being lost in my own value resulted in confusion of how to truthfully gain the value, the love, and the acceptance that I was looking for. I think when it comes to rediscovery, a lot of the times we imagine something. We imagine something great and it's going to fulfill all of our needs. And it's almost like there's not going to be any more struggle. And I want to let you know that that's not true. Even in overcoming loss of self, even in rediscovering yourself, you're going to be triggered, you're going to be tested, you're going to go through something consistently until you learn the lesson and elevate yourself. And when I say elevate, it means pick a different path as a response, choose a different path altogether, or figure out how it's actually continuing to trigger you and then make a plan to get out of it. So, in regards to blessings, why are blessings so important? One is that blessings are gifts from God. They either answer your prayers, they provide you something you didn't know that you wanted or needed, as well as it helps you to move forward. So, a lot of the times, though, when we think of blessings, we think, I want, I get blessing. But at times that's not how it works. Blessings are not genie gifts. Sometimes you could say, I want a job. I don't like my job. I want a new job. And you go to the interview. You think it went pretty good. Then you find out you get rejected and you're mad. Why did I get rejected? Why was I not able to move forward with this? What is wrong? And you start to fall back into the cycles. You start to fall back into the old thought patterns. And that's where your rediscovery and self-work, your personal development really takes place. Because this is when you have to say, okay, what's really happening? Am I being redirected or am I truly being rejected? If I'm being rejected, why does it hurt so bad? And that's kind of what I help you with. Kind of, meaning that's what I do help you with. But when you get redirected or rejected, you need to see sometimes that those are the blessings in disguise. And we don't like to hear that. We don't like to see our blessings, our good things, the things that we want come in a different package because then it doesn't seem like our gift. We wanted the walkie-talkies, not cups with a string in between. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing in life. You don't want to feel as if the thing that you want is being taunted in front of you. But sometimes those things you don't get are the blessing. Because what if that job falls through and doesn't get funding it needs? What if that job actually called and it turned out to be worse than the situation that you're currently in? This was my experience. I did go on the interview. I did not get hired. And then I turned on the TV and the news station said, this did not get funded. And I realized in that moment that I would have lost my income, my stability for housing, and I would have been a letdown to my roommates. Blessings don't always come the way that we want them. They're meant to bless you. Like birds, there's a Bible verse, and it says, are you not worth more than the birds? We were, I don't know if you can hear. There's a bird going crazy outside my window, and I love it right now. It flew away. But there's a verse that says, are we not worth more than the birds? We worry constantly. We worry about the next day. But does God not give the birds a house? Does he not give them food? Does he not give them water? I mean, birds take baths in the rain. They find worms in your grass even after it rains. They find your hair floating in the air and make their nests out of them. They um they find trees that bring them shelter. And what do you think birds think about? Are they saying, "Oh, what do I got to do today? Oh, when I woke up, I have to do this." I feel like birds and nature in general are just them. Birds and nature, we'll just call it nature for easier. Nature itself, trees, plants, animals, they don't care necessarily. I mean, you might get the predators who are like, "Oh, I'm hungry." Even the herbivores, we had a rabbit one time and it was eating our garden. But I feel like the most there is, it's I'm hungry. And then when it's time to lay eggs, it's, well, where am I going to lay them? But other than those things, what really is nature worried about? And if we are made in the nature of God, and if we are made with the universe's nature, why do we worry? When blessings come, why do we have this self-perceived vision of what it's supposed to be? And we become upset when we don't get it. We throw our own mini temper tantrums. We sit in the corner of despair. We talk to ourselves about how life should be better, how I want this, what about that? We go into these cycles where we don't share with other people and our minds are just rotating. And rediscovery, you don't need that. What you need is something to bounce it off of. I feel this way. And you say it out loud and you hear it to yourself and you're like, that sounds weird. I don't really agree with what I'm saying. I think this might be emotionally based instead of reality based. And when you're rediscovering yourself, blessings are something that are rejected quite frequently. Why would I accept this blessing when I already know in the past these things have fallen through? Why would this blessing come like this when God knows I need this? Excuse me. Why do I imagine freedom, but I can't produce freedom? And then you get shunned with guilt. Your blessing in rediscovering is that there are steps. One, two, three. And they got you here to make you want to rediscover. And there are more steps. One, two, three. Your past has made a path. You are sitting in this moment of ability to rediscover yourself, identity, purpose, faith, and spirituality. And you do it in life, love, and business. Do you understand the gravity of how that can take you out of loss of self, one step at a time, one moment at a time? And if you're in a business, I mean, that's creating a new relationship with your employees, one step at a time through appreciation. That's creating partnerships with people one step at a time because you see what they're doing and you just want to be a part of that. That's saying to your clients, hey, I really see you for more than what you're just doing, as in providing me profit, one step at a time. Loyalty programs or events, specialty cards. I mean, there's a plethora of things that you can do, but when you think of being lost, stuck, broken, or unloved, understand there is rediscovery of clarity, of excitement of life, of getting out, because I am the product of that. I am still triggered. I am still finding new things. I am still dealing with hardship, but it doesn't mean that let's see, I don't know. I haven't gone through. I can't remember. I don't experience any more. My present life helps me to resonate with my past life. And the same can be done for you. What could you do in society as you? As you now take this concept of blessing and put it towards yourself. What could you do if you saw yourself as the blessing? Maybe you're not the prettiest. Maybe you have a stutter. Maybe you got 16 kids and people are like, "Ooh, that girl does not have it together. Oh, that man is just bombarded." What if you were the blessing in your flaws, in your packaging, in your delivery time, but you were right on time for someone else? See, sometimes it seems weird to us that we can be a blessing because we perceive all of our flaws as the inability to be a proper gift. But when you are flawed, people can relate. And when people relate, they don't feel alone. They don't feel alone because you have shown your vulnerability, which makes their vulnerability not vulnerable anymore. It makes it a fact of life. You are a blessing, but today's day is more about the visual. Today's day is more about what can perfection look like? The perfect makeup, the perfect family vacation, the perfect car, the perfect outfit. No crying, no tears. I'm boss. I'm doing it. Everything is about how nothing goes wrong. And I'm here to tell you, and I'm here to catch your plate of whatever. I'm here to push you through this thought and tell you that this is not true. We all cry, we all desire, we all question. And it's perfectly fine if you want to question God. Ask him what's going on. Tell him how mad you are. Talk to him and say, I know through your graces glory can come. And in that, still feel doubt. Because sometimes the blessing is not that we get what we want, but that we come closer to God because we aren't getting what we want. It's all this intertwining. And it sounds strange. And if you don't believe in God, we can talk about the universe. When you go and instead of praying, you meditate, both of them, you sit in silence, clearing your mind, expressing to God and the universe what you need, what you desire, questioning what makes you confused. And then the best part is you wait on a response. Prayer, meditation. In that, could you not be the blessing to someone else or to yourself? Could it not be your actions? Could it not be your rediscovery? Could it not be your interactions with other people that are the blessing? I feel so many of us forget to turn around. When I was in loss of self, it was hard to turn around. When I went through a spiritual awakening, it was hard to unsee what I saw, what I uncovered. Today, it's hard to look at spiritually dead people walking around not knowing they're even spiritually dead, living in a physical world and forgetting their spiritual essence, which is dying, which is missing, not listening to that calling, that inner child who wants to come out with all potential of hope. It's hard to know. It's hard to be, but we are beings. It's not about being perfect in being. It's about being in the imperfection and how you respond. Your responses from rediscovery, from realizing who you are, self-awareness, understanding your cycles, and coming to a point where you can create a new trajectory. It's being in imperfection and creating a space to be in. You are a blessing for yourself. You are a blessing for others. Nobody asked you to be perfect. It's a societal implication that we've all been given. But the best part is we don't have to listen to it. You don't have to be perfect to start a business. You don't have to be perfect to just write a card and say, hey, I was thinking about you, to pick up a book, to go to church, to say, hey, universe, I wanted to get to know you today. Nobody has told you we needed to be perfect. Perfection went out the window a long time ago. And it doesn't matter if you're in life, love, business, if you're worried about identity, purpose, or faith. You can be in that space and work step by step by step towards creating something bigger. And honestly, you should. Honestly, you should be the best version of you that you ever thought you could be. And no, it won't always be peaches and butterflies. And rediscovery, it's going to seem like, oh, there's this whole new freedom section without worry, without. It's not going to totally be like that either. You're going to get more of it, which a lot of people could use. But you're also going to, excuse me, you're also going to have to work through. Because if we never have to grow, then that would mean we were perfect. There's always room for improvement. And so if you like this video, if you are interested in what I'm saying, there's a simple thing. Me. I'm bridging you. I'm letting you know that I have been there. I'm letting you know where we can go. I'm letting you know that there is more. I cannot provide you heaven. I cannot provide you paradise. But what I can do is provide you a physical space that truly inhibits who you are. It inhibits your essence, your true love-based essence. And it's years of experience. I just spoke to somebody the other day. They said, you just summarized 10 years worth of work that I've been researching. That's the beauty in sharing. That's how you become a blessing. So be a blessing for yourself. Be a blessing for somebody else. Stop feeling you have to hoard it inside because the world is going to shatter if you let it go. It's not going to shatter. The only thing that shatters is the false reality around you. And when you see, you will want other people to see. You'll want them to know, because why wouldn't you want to help other people that you love? So I'm going to leave it in the description. I'm going to share some little tidbits. And I want you to I want you to subscribe, I want you to follow, because I want you to rediscover you. I want you to see the beauty. I'm bringing on other guests. And if you want to be a guest, let me know. Let's share your message with the world. Maybe you're sitting there saying, I've always thought of this. I've always wanted to do that, but I was too scared. Well, you know what? Let me be your first step. Let's talk about it. Let's see if this can help other people. Love is so vast, it's so infinite. And giving and sharing is love. It's an act of love. So love yourself, love other people, love your past, love your path, figure out where you want to be, who you want to be. But most importantly, no, you do not have to stay lost, stuck, broken, unloved due to a negative event, life transition, or PTSD experience. You don't have to have loss of self. You can be you. You can figure it out. And I'm telling you, I'm here to help. I've been there. You don't want to be alone in all of it. And if you need spiritual help, if you have spiritual questions, let me know. I can help. I'm not somebody who's intangible. I want to be tangible to allow other people to develop in their own way. So, my name is Samantha, Dr. Sam. I'm your relationship coach and consultant. I'm dealing with the 8 levels of love. I am vastly knowledgeable. Some people have said I've done my own personal seminary, and I want to help. Not because I have to, but because I feel like God wants me to. And that should be enough for you to say, maybe I can let this half a wall down just to send out an email and see what the feedback is. The email is hello@confidencefaith.com. The website is www.confidencefaith.com. And I truly look forward to hearing from you. Like, subscribe, and let's get you to rediscover yourself again. Have a great day.